Hey everyone, Drew from Monkey's Tropicals Adventures here to do another fragrance review on
What smells good to me?
So what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about my final 5 favorites out of the 17 Zoologist fragrances that were sent to me by Victor Wong. So I want to thank Victor for sending me these fragrances to try. I've had them for a while, and it takes a lot to get through all these fragrances. They're very, truly unique. They constantly morph on your skin. When I was coming down to my final 5, it was kind of a toss-up between a couple of them. And I finally selected probably the 5 that I would see as full bottle worthy in my opinion, but by no means does my opinion rule the world. Everyone's got a different opinion. Fragrance is subjective, so keep that in mind. You can always get decants, and I highly suggest you do that to make sure that these work for your skin before you buy a full bottle. So with that being said, let's jump into it. So, and this is not in any particular order except for my last one is truly my favorite. So the first one is going to be Civet. Okay, this is a very popular fragrance, very popular. It's launched in 2016, and it's a unisex fragrance. It's very interesting reading the reviews on these fragrances. I never sell myself 100% on someone else's review. I always like to try things because, like I said, it's very subjective, and fragrances change on your own skin. Fragrances change throughout the day. Fragrances change in your own collection. You might like something and a month later you hate it. So anyways, with that being said, the biggest thing that I read about Sabet is that you get this kind of urine smell. It does not smell like a cup of piss, which is one of the things that I read in one of the reviews. So what did I get? It's a medium projection, but what did I get? Out the gate, I got a very floral, musky, vanilla type fragrance. And the coffee notes started to come in, and I got some leather, woody notes. It's truly a really nice fragrance. I really enjoyed it. I got 6+ hours out of it. Like I said, it was probably like a medium projection, and it's just a good fragrance if you're looking for that specific note, because obviously it shines the most. But it's good. I mean, you don't need to take my review. There's tons of people out there saying the same thing. Sabet. All right, next up, Holy Monkeys. This one crushes all of them if you were to put them together as far as a beast mode fragrance. None other than TRex. TRex, right at you. I mean, it is roaring, it is in your face, it is a longevity projection beast. Heavy notes of pepper, leather, and oud. That's really what I got the most. It is bananas. These are all the notes here and there and there. Like I said, 8+ hours. I mean, honestly, this fragrance would last probably a week on your clothes. It's just crazy how long it projects, how long it's present. Not for the faint of heart. I highly suggest that you try a sample of this before you buy a full bottle, because you might be surprised. I'm not kidding when I said it's a truly beast. It's probably the most beastly fragrance that I have smelled, but I like it. I see it as a full bottle worthy fragrance just because it is very different and it's very masculine. It's a great fragrance in my opinion. That is TRex, and it's in my top 5. All right, next up we have Camel. Now Camel almost didn't make the list, but Camel was one of those fragrances that definitely changed. So out the gate, it smelled nice, but I wasn't sold on it. So out the gate, I got dried fruits, amber, resinous notes, and then I like oud. And the oud was in there, but then the oud really came out more in the dry down. And it revealed some like great vanilla, musk, and tonka. And it really turned into a different fragrance. I was smelling, I was like, wait a minute, what do I have on? Like, this smells super good. And I remember I was testing these out, and I was like, holy shit, I'm wearing Camel. It does not smell the same as it did in the opening. So, in my opinion, I think that's a great fragrance, because it's kind of like you're getting multiple fragrances. And sometimes things don't open on your skin the way you'd like them to, but then they turn into this beautiful morphed fragrance, and that's what Camel did for me. So I got easily 6 + 8 hours out of it as far as longevity, and I would look at it as a medium projection. So that is Camel, and it made my top 5. All right, number 4. So this is one of their newest fragrances. This is Chameleon. And this is different than the other ones that I'm talking about. And this kind of shows the different side of my fragrance love. So Chameleon opens up with some beautiful fruit notes out the gate, and it invokes this luscious tropical escape in my mind. When I smell it, it reminds me of a tropical vacation. Like you're in Hawaii, you're in Cancun, you're somewhere just very tropical, relaxing. I get some nice hints of banana and coconut. And it's almost kind of like that beautiful, I grew up at the beach. It reminds me of this like beautiful aroma of like banana boat type suntan lotion, you know, with the coconut and the bananas and all the good notes that are in some of those suntan lotions. So that mixed with the other fruity notes in me just invoked this great vacation vibe. So I look at it as a great spring summer scent, and I really, really enjoyed Chameleon. It's the newest, one of their newest launches, and I think it's just a great fragrance if you're looking for a good spring, summer fragrance. So Chameleon, you made my top 5. I like ya. Last but not least, because it is my absolute favorite out of the Zoologist line, we're talking about none other than Rhinoceros.
Holy monkeys.
To the 10th power. That's how much I love this fragrance. I first smelled Rhinoceros when they did a collaboration with Chiseled Face. Chiseled Face is a wet shaving company, and I absolutely fell in love with the fragrance. And I knew that I wanted to get this and a fragrance at some time, so I was happy, very, very happy that Victor sent this to me, and I know that I need to get a full bottle of it. So Rhinoceros opens with some great boozy, woody notes. Right behind it, you've got the beautiful tobacco and leather. And those combination of those, I mean, there's more notes in it. Here, you can see all the notes. There. But that's really what I get from it. And it projected medium to heavy, and the longevity was easily 8+ hours. I really enjoy this fragrance. Very masculine fragrance. I really like the rich leather. The leather is very real. Almost kind of like a brand new leather belt. The boozy, the rum was just really like a nice rum. And the tobacco was a darker type tobacco, which I really enjoy. You mix all those with some woody notes amongst the other notes, and man, I absolutely love this fragrance. It is awesome. So that'll do it. These are my top 5. I highly suggest you look at a lot of these fragrances because I'm sure there's definitely something for someone here. And the new fragrance B is dropping soon. Follow Zoologist on Instagram. They're also on Facebook. I'll list their page below amongst a few other companies where you can get their fragrances. I know you can get them at D'or and D'or Prestige. Great company. Victor, thank you so much for sending these to me, and I will see you all soon for another fragrance review or a wet shave. Take care.
No.